All right, Shalom, Kahawayim La, Ya Allah Hayanawa, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakodash, double honor to the apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone, who rule and teach well, much peace, love, and salutations to the whole elect, pushing this word, with truth and sincerity of heart. Shalom, this is the brother Batop, back again with another lesson. The Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the whole elect. The title of this lesson is going to be Faith, or in the Hebrew, it's Amawan. And as you can see, biblical outline of biblical usage, faithfulness, trusting, faithful, trustworthiness. So the word faithful and trust are basically synonymous with each other. And our faith makes us trust. Well, our faith makes us strong. Our faith in the prophecies, our faith in the destruction, deliverance, salvation, and our faith in Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua is what makes us strong as a whole, you know. And it is the most important thing about this ministry. You must have faith, because without it, you cannot ever please the Most High if you don't have it. So I haven't went into faith in a little while, so Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 11, verse 1. It says now in the KJV on the right, and I'm going to read the NLT on the left. It says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So we haven't literally seen Yahweh Shai with our eyes. We haven't literally seen the prophecy, the nuclear destruction or the salvation. But we know we're hoping for these events to happen, because we know that the Most High is not a liar. So we have faith that these events, like the salvation of the nation of Israel, the nuclear destruction of America, we have faith that these things will actually happen. And we can trust in the Most High's word, because we know that he has never lied to us. It is impossible for him to lie. So if he spoke that these things would happen, best believe they will happen. So that reassures us to have more confidence in the Most High's words and in his prophecies. And as we progress in America, we see that these things that the Most High spoke by the mouth of the prophets, mouth of John the Revelator, Isaiah, Amos, Joel, even King David in the book of Psalms, Jeremiah, all of these prophecies speaking about the destruction of America, the salvation of the nation of Israel, all of these things that have been spoken by the Most High servants, we believe will happen, because the Most High cannot lie. Numbers 23 and verse 19. In the NLT on the left, it says, God is not a man, so he does not lie. He is not human, so he does not change his mind. Has he ever spoken and failed to act? The answer is no. Has he ever promised and not carried it through? The answer is no. See? So the Most High has spoken these words by the mouth of his prophets. Even Yahweh Shai. What happened in 70 AD? Yahweh Shai prophesied about that. And guess what happened years later? It came to pass. So everything that the Most High has spoken all throughout history has happened, because the Most High has 100% track record. You can look throughout history and you can see that everything the Most High said was going to happen, happened, because he makes it happen. He is in control of everything. So, knowing that the Most High is not a liar, knowing that he doesn't change, knowing that he's already spoke these words and he can't go against it, we are confident that the Most High is going to establish and do the word that he has spoken. You know? And faith in that word is the most important thing. Because we can trust in the Lord, but we can't trust in man. Hebrews 11:1 in the NLT. It says, faith shows the reality of what we hope for. It is the evidence of things we cannot see. See? Verse 2, it says, through their faith, the people in the days of old earned a good reputation. The KJV says, for by it the elders obtained a good report. By having faith in Yahweh by Shema Shah. Starting with the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. They have a good report. They have earned a good report because of their faith. And they have declared unto us that the Most High is true by their testimony, by their witnesses, and the things that they have established. The things that they went through. They have faith in the Lord. And by it, they have earned a good reputation. Because this truth would not be possible without the apostles of Great Millstone and what they've done, laid the foundation and the work that they've put in. This thing would not be possible to call ourselves the true sons of God. Verse 3, it says, by faith, in the NLT, it says, by faith we understand that the entire universe was formed at the Most High's command. That what we now see did not come from anything that can be seen. So by faith, by trusting in the Lord's word, we understand that the world, the whole universe, was created at the Most High's command through his son, Yahweh Shai. It tells you that in the book of Colossians. Everything, it was made by him and for him. And it was through the power of the Father that the universe was created. Scriptures tell you all the time that the Most High made the heavens and the earth. How did he make it? Through his son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. His name is Yahweh Shai, or Mashiach. That is his birthland. That has always been his name, and that will forever be his name. That is an ancient Paleo Hebrew. So by faith, we know and we understand that at the command of the Most High, the whole universe was created. And it was not created by a Big Bang or anything like that. It was created by things that can't be seen, which is the Most High Yahweh and his son, through his son Yahweh Shai. Verse 4 says, it was by faith that Abel brought a more acceptable offering to the Most High than Cain did. Abel's offering gave evidence that he was a righteous man, and the Most High showed him approval of his gifts. Although Abel is long dead, he still speaks to us by his example of faith. It was by faith that Enoch was taken up to heaven without dying. He disappeared before the Most High because the Most High took him. He was translated. It says it. For before he was taken up, he was known as a person who pleased the Most High. And what pleases the Most High? Faith, which is going to say in the next verse, verse 6. And it is impossible to please the Most High without faith. Anyone who wants to come to him must believe that the Most High exists and that he rewards those who sincerely seek him. So if you want to serve the Lord, you want to please him, you got to have faith. Even when Yahweh Shai was on the scene and he was healing people based on their faith. He said, thy faith has made you whole. Matthew 9:22. And Yahweh Shai turned to him, and when he saw her, he said, daughter, be of good comfort. Thy faith had made thee whole. And the woman was made whole from that hour. So she had faith that Yahweh Shai could heal her. See? And so it was done. So this is just an example, a lesson to show you the importance of having faith. It is very, very, very important. Very important. Without faith, we would not be able to do anything. That's why you must believe. You must have faith. Ephesians chapter 2, verse 8 in the NLT. It says, God saved you by his grace when you believed, and you cannot take credit for this. It is a gift from the Most High. See? The NLT, the KJV says, for by grace are ye saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, it is the gift of the Most High. Verse 9 says, salvation is not a reward for the good things we have done, so none of us can boast about it. Or boast about it. So it's we are saved by grace through faith. By grace through faith. So that shows you how important faith is in the process of us being delivered, us being saved. It is the most important part. Because without it, we wouldn't have access to the Lord if we didn't believe in him. We would not please the Lord if we didn't believe him. And that's why the scripture says, all unbelievers, all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. That's how important it is to have faith. And that faith is a gift from the Most High. It's not something that you give yourself. Only a select few men will have that faith. This is the book of Deuteronomy, 2nd Esdras 15 in verse 1. It says, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, said Yahweh, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. So even the words that we're speaking are faithful and true. So all throughout everything, man, even in the ministry, the work, the prophecies, everything requires what? Faith. The Most High's words are faithful and true. Ain't no doubt about it. Because the Lord has a decent, 100% authentic track record. Everything that he said would happen already happened. Didn't we come over here in Egypt in bondage? Yep, we did. Didn't we? Don't our women hate the men like the prophet, the curses says? Yep. Didn't we get besieged in all our gates by the enemy in 70 AD? That was written in the book of Deuteronomy 28. Yep. Isn't Alexander the Great, didn't he die after 12 years? Yep, he did. Look it up. Didn't America, didn't the Western, didn't we rule, wasn't, according to Revelations, didn't Esau empire fall, the deadly wound being healed? He fell for 1,000 years. The so-called white man was locked up into a cage. He didn't have a kingdom. Yep, that happened. So the Most High's track record is 100%. Everything the Lord said would happen, happened. Deuteronomy, I don't know why I'm thinking about Deuteronomy. Second Esdras 15:2, it says, and 3, fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. See? So the Lord told us, don't worry about the incredulity. When you look at the word incredulity, it means what? Disbelieving frame of mind, unbelief, unbelieving. See? So we're not worried about nobody that does not believe. We don't concern ourselves with that because we know that this is only going to be for certain men. This is not for everyone. The Most High wants quality over quantity. This is not for everyone. He only gave that belief to certain men. He only opened up the minds of certain people. Second Esdras 15:4, it says, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. See? All of those who are unfaithful, don't got faith in the Lord, don't got faith in the prophecies, don't got faith in anything, all of them are going to die in their unfaithfulness, man. So that's why, another reason why salvation is very, very important. Ain't nobody going to let me know. Okay. Let me slack it. So all of the unfaithful are going to die in their unfaithfulness. So that if you continue in your unfaithfulness, it's going to lead to your death. Unfaithfulness in the Most High, unfaithfulness in the prophecies, you know, that means you don't believe that America's going to be destroyed. That means you don't believe that salvation is coming or there's going to be a kingdom. You don't believe that there is a God to begin with. You know? So that makes everything void. It makes everything non-existent. If you have a disbelieving, unfaithful frame of mind. Because unfaithful An unfaithful mindset is a way of thinking that allows a person to break commitments, cross relationship boundaries. Hold on, let me see. Bible. Biblical word. In the Bible, an unfaithful mindset is a broken trust. It means a heart or mind that turns away from loyalty, duty, and truth. It applies to broken promises to the Most High, spiritual idol worship, or betrayal in marriage. It starts inside a person before it shows in their actions. Spiritual unfaithfulness. It says turning from the Most High. The Bible often compares God's relationship with his people as a marriage. Ooh, that's true. An unfaithful mindset means loving worldly things more than the Most High. Idolatry, putting money, power, or other desires ahead of the Most High is viewed as spiritual cheating. Double-mindedness, saying you follow the Most High while your heart and actions do what is evil, is seen as fake or treacherous. See? Relations. So, people that are unfaithful, that don't believe in the Most High, don't believe or don't trust in the Lord, they're going to die in their unfaithfulness. That shows you how important it is, man. So, I just wanted to do this quick lesson to show you the importance of faith in this ministry. It is the most important tool that we need, to make it to the end. Because the scripture, I'm gonna close it out with a scripture, because faith and trust are synonymous with each other, or they mean the same thing, or close. Proverbs 3:5 says what? Trust in Yahweh with all my heart, and lean not unto thy own understanding. So have faith in Yahweh with all of your mind. And don't lean unto your own understanding about certain situations, especially when it comes to the prophecies, man. Trust in the Lord when it comes to the prophecies, because the MOTB is on the way, the RFID micro CHIP, nuclear destruction is on the way, World War III is on the way, martial law, Esau coming down having great wrath, martial law killing a lot of people, exterminating undesirables, food shortages, which is a famine of the word, darkness, the power or electrical grid completely shutting down. All of these things are prophecies that will come to pass, man. And it doesn't matter if you don't believe it. All of these things are going to happen because the Most High is making them happen. And the Lord is not a liar. He's going to make these prophecies come to pass, man. And ain't nobody can stop it. Nobody can stop the word of the Lord from flowing. Not even Esau. No one. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Trust in the Lord. Have faith in Yahweh Shemel Shah. Have faith in the prophecies until the very, very end. Even if it costs us our lives. But we know that the Most High can raise us up from the dead. So Lord willing, let's edify. I'm going to close out by giving all praises, honor, and glory to you.